Hello everybody, welcome to the Wonky Angle, where I talk about electronic music, both new and old. And, I am in Heidelberg, Germany right now, so I thought, why not just have a change of scenery, and I'm recording a review here. So today I'm talking about the new album from Truise, called Iteration. You'll need to excuse me, I'm going unscripted. Alright, let's get into it. So Truise is the alias for Seth Haley. He's a producer from LA, and he'd been getting a fair bit of buzz for his albums Galactic Melt and In Decay. Got a couple of requests to cover him. I myself have been interested in checking him out for a while now, so now that I had this time on vacation and he had a new album out, good time as any to check the guy's music out. And first impressions of Galactic Melt and In Decay, there's definitely some aesthetic heavy stuff here, like maybe it's chill wave or synth wave, or I'm not sure how to describe it, but I'm sure whatever genre it is has the word wave in it. It is, like, pretty reliant on, like, 80s nostalgia and that kind of stuff. Like, it sounds like it could be, made of Depeche Mode instrumentals with a little bit of Jean-Michel Jarre thrown in there. And, they were okay. They weren't exactly mind-blowing. I mean, I've heard stuff kind of like this with artists like Vectroid. I think maybe Truise came out with Galactic Melt before Vectroid really got big, but whatever. Yeah, they were fine, but they weren't anything special for me personally. And that brought us to the third album, called Iteration, and basically nothing has changed. He's using all the same exact sounds, just very reliant on that 80s nostalgia kind of stuff. And, yeah, like, it's, for one thing, I feel like with this album, and with, kind of with the other two a little bit as well, but this one felt particularly samey sounding, like I was just listening to the same song over and over. This was also kind of a problem with In Decay, I think, but I haven't listened to In Decay enough to make a sound judgment. And another thing about Iteration is that I think it's kind of forgettable. Like, I've listened to it 4 or 5 times by this point, and I could not like hum the tune to any of these songs. I just kind of know the general sound and feel of these songs. Like, there are 2 songs back to back, Ternary and Usurper, and they sound almost exactly the same. Same tempo, same synth settings, even the same rhythms and stuff, like just slightly different melodies. The vast majority of this album is like the same tempo. It just has that same beat. And it's not to say there was nothing interesting. Like, I guess there were a couple of tracks that stood out a little bit. When Will You Find the Limit? That one was alright. Had some more interesting drum patterns and even went in double time at one point. And I also like the tracks Memory and the closer, the title track, because they had a kind of a higher tempo. And you know, I do like the sound of this album. This album sounds good, as do his first 2 albums as well. But like, if you compare it to someone like Vectroid, if you hear like Neo-Cali or Starcalc, and especially with Starcalc, like all those songs have kind of the same sort of 80s nostalgia heavy sound, but like they also, all the 19 songs on that album all feel distinct. Like there's some kind of ambient-centric stuff, but there's also the beat-heavy stuff that kind of sounds like this, or some faster stuff, or some slower stuff. It doesn't feel like I'm listening to the same song over and over. I feel like if I could just put Truise's entire discography on shuffle on my iPod, I would barely notice that any song was different. So, would I recommend Truise, though? Well, I do see a lot of people talking positively about this guy. I don't think he's my thing personally. If you enjoy like the 80s vibe that this album has a lot, and you also liked his other two albums, you'll probably like Iteration as well. But I'm probably not going to be keeping this one on my iPod. Or Truise's other stuff. It's fine, but it's just, not nothing special for me personally. By the same token, you also, this is 3 albums in a row that are basically reliant on the exact same sound. I'm hoping if Truise goes for a 4th album that he kind of changes things up. But for this, yeah, not really feeling it. I'm overall feeling a solid 6 out of 10. But of course, this is just my opinion. You can feel free to disagree with it, but I'd like to hear your thoughts, so leave the comments in the comment thing down there. Sorry if this review was disappointing, but hey, at least you got some nice scenery. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all for today. See you next time.